I told everyone to meet here tomorrow morning. Sometimes it's best to be alone for a while.
Thanks, Mikleo.
Saray, don't worry about it too much. I need a bit of a walk myself.
Yeah, we should probably take a small walk. Oh god. I didn't think I was gonna get all teary-eyed, but I did. I got a little teary-eyed. As soon as he opened his eyes, I was like, fuck man, you got me. You got me, man.
Dezel's death, his shameful acts, and the things Simone said. Perhaps they're all things the Shepherd has to accept in order to quell the Lord of Calamity.
I'm just not sure how to feel about it all.
I was thinking you should quit.
What?
Just hear me out. I used to think that when the Shepherd was getting crushed and overwhelmed by his duty or by his destiny, that it was something that you could just up and quit. Until yesterday, that is. Things are different now.
For Dezel's sake, if nothing else, I want to find the answers.
That's right. It isn't even some feeling of obligation so much as I just want to know, in the hope that we won't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I no longer think you should quit.
We definitely have to find some answers.
Right. And it isn't just the Shepherd's duty either. This journey is something we, all of us, need to own.
That's true. Thank you.
There's no need for thanks. I just said how I truly feel.
Stop being so cool, Leo. I can't even make good jokes anymore. Oh god. Well, I guess we should just walk around and have a little talk with everyone. Who's over here? Is it up there? I guess we'll go into the inn. Nope, let's not. Who's at the front? I figured that'd be the way out. Anyone waiting back here? Nope. Okay, I am a little confused because this was a major plot dump on Dezel. And I don't believe at all that he was like raw to the core or anything like that, because I mean, we went through the trial together, you know? Let's go this way. Sorry. I'm just running around. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to get my thoughts together. We went through the trial together and, you know, you see the real Dezel in that trial. I know he pushes it back, but you basically, you get the gist of who he is. And just, I don't really understand, like, how exactly his being there caused the Wind Riders to be destroyed, I guess?
Our friend, the creepy little girl, she said she was burdened with sins.
Right. And she also said that the Shepherd must know the truth of Seraphim, who carry such sorrowful burdens.
Of those whose mere existence means human suffering. Sometimes death can be a release. If just by living, one causes terrible things to happen, then death would be.
Edna, stop right there!
I'm not talking about Dezel, you idiot.
You shouldn't be saying that about your brother either!
So what if I did? They're just words. It's probably nothing you haven't heard before anyway.
I still don't like it. I don't want to hear it right now.
Oh. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Saray. All I was really trying to say is that I think Dezel was saved in a way. I chose my words poorly, and it was wrong of me. I apologize.
Thank you, Edna.
Don't mention it.
Thanks, Edna. I know you don't mean all that bad. I know you have feelings. I have feelings. But seriously though, like, okay, he didn't want the Wind Riders to end, obviously, because they were going to end with the engagement of Rose and the Prince dude. Which, it seems a little weird to me. Like, I didn't think the Wind Riders were that prominent that they were, like... They had a thing going on with, like, the royalty of Rowlands. So that seems pretty big. So Dezel, I guess, did something. This is where I feel like the flashback was a little weird. Like, I guess Dezel did something to stop that, and did he get the prince to full malevolence, or see, I am a little confused on that part. I feel like that could have been portrayed a little bit better, so it was easier to understand, I guess, because it seemed very vague in the way it portrayed its, like, desired element, I guess. I'm not sure.
Lila, what are you doing?
Oh, this?
That's incredible! How'd you do that?
Making paper crafts like this really takes the edge off for me. I forget about all my cares, and it's like I just enter my own little world.
I see.
Saray, you've got to stop carrying the burden all by yourself.
I think this one's gonna be tough, even if I share the burden. I find myself wondering, was there anything else I could have done? Should we have talked it over first? I just start thinking about things.
Moments of reflection are good for the spirit, Saray, but regrets solve nothing.
What's this?
Humans have a custom. Sometimes they send a paper boat down a river imbued with a remembrance of their lost one, so that it may reach them. Since Dezel was a wind seraph, I thought maybe a bird that soars through the air would be more fitting. Now, Saray, let's send it off.
I'm sure it reached him. Lila,
Yes?
thank you. But you mustn't try to carry the burden all by yourself either.
I'll be quite fine. There's no need to worry. I'm going to stay up here for a while. The wind feels comforting.
All right then. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I too have a ways to go.
I think we all do. That was very kind of Lila. But I guess for now... let's see if we can go in our places, see if... I mean, the only other person we can possibly talk to is probably Zavid. Oh, there he is. He's got Dezel's hat.
Hey, Shepard. Tell me something. How was Dezel in his last moments?
He was smiling.
So, he was he? I guess he got his wish after all.
Zavid, you knew Dezel, didn't you?
Sort of. There was a time my comrades and I saved him, when he was just a little rascal.
Oh. Is that why your fighting styles are so similar?
Yep, he learned by copying me. And yet, I don't think he even remembered who I was. That fellow tossed everything away, even his memories. But if something gets thrown away, you just gotta find it again. And you found it for him, didn't you?
Hey, are you trying to comfort me, Zavid?
You bet I am. You're gonna be my all-important vessel pretty soon. Can't have you getting all malevolent on me.
Huh?
And on that note, I think I'll go talk to Lila about that Sublord Pact.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, I can't exterminate the Hellions all by myself anymore, can I? And besides, if I tag along with you, I can collect your debt to me whenever I like.
You can't just decide something like that!
Oops, I did. Anyway, see you tomorrow, Sheps.
That lousy...
Well, I guess we're not down a wind, Seraph. I guess that's a good thing? I don't know. I feel like I can't be, like, happy about that. Zvi joining seems kind of weird also. Like, I know he has to join because we're down a wind seraph. So, you know, he's going to be a thing. But, I don't know. Oh, Rose.
Saray.
Huh?
Back there, I spoke with Dezel during his last moments. And when I saw him then, I remembered something that I'd forgotten long ago. I had met him before, when I was really little. I realized he'd probably been protecting me ever since, my whole life.
Rose, Dezel didn't want you to know that. He said he wanted you to live believing you'd come this far by your strength alone.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he wanted. But I actually wish he'd just straight up told me, without knowing I was a jerk, self-absorbed and totally ungrateful to him.
Sorry.
From now on, you gotta tell me these things, alright?
Right. This is actually a load off my mind. I was worried you'd be, you know, devastated.
Yeah, I don't know. A whole lot of things happened all at once. And somehow it doesn't feel like I'll never see him again. And the garbage that crazy Simone chick was spouting, I think it says more about her problems than anything else.
Rose, you're my hero.
Oh, I just don't like to think too much. Anyway, Saray, you get some good rest.
I will.
Well, at least Rose isn't hurting too bad. I have to wonder, like, what brought Dezel and his comrade, I don't even know if we really knew his name, but the other Wind Seraph, like, what brought them to the Wind Riders into Rose? I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of questions that could be asked and we didn't really get a whole lot of answers for them. So, like, I don't know, like, the whole flashback thing felt, like, really vague to me. And I'm, like, kind of sad about that because I feel like I didn't learn enough, or maybe I missed something that they were trying to portray. But I feel like I'm missing something from losing Dezel and, you know, learning all that. So, I don't know, it just sucks. Because they're, like, I don't know if they're going to touch upon this again, but, like, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, something crucial. But, I guess we'll just rest up. It's been a day. It's been a long day.
Morning, Saray. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yo, Saray!
Oh, Zavid, you're still here.
Ouch! Lila, is he always this cold?
Well, it looks like everyone's here. Care to explain why you wish to enter the Sublord Pact?
No problemo. My goal is directly connected to the Shepherd's journey.
Your goal? Oh yeah, you said there were people you had to settle the score with.
Right. One of them being little Miss Edna's older brother. And the other? Mautellus.
Mautellus of the Five Lords?
The entire Glenwood continent is supposed to be under his protection, right? Except our baby boy toddled off somewhere, and right at that exact time, the Lord of Calamity shows up. Isn't that funny?
It can't be.
I didn't think it could be either. At first.
But if Mautellus really did become a Hellion and bind with Heldolf...
We'll need to confirm that's what happened.
And the only way to do that is to approach him directly.
Maybe, but we need to be able to stand against Heldolf's domain, or we're sunk.
And that's where I come in. If you'll let me fill the Dezel-shaped hole in your group, together we should be strong enough. How about it? It's in all our best interests, right?
What do you believe we should do?
So Ray,
No. What were we talking about again?
Hey, can I have the floor?
Huh?
Hey! I thought you had good to do in the world! Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe! That's what he said. Oh, and he asked me to kick your ass a little too while I was at it. And then I told him I'd do my best out there. And so that's why I'm damn well gonna do my best out there. Why am I crying like this?
Rose.
He was really glad he got to travel with all of you. And I didn't even notice. But in the end, he was smiling. If only I'd talked with him more. Oh, forget it. I'm done.
Thank you for delivering his message to us. He was a kind watchdog up until the very end.
I'll say.
Guess you'll be okay from now on, huh, Rose?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm not sure.
All right, let's go.
Hold your horses! Don't I get a pack thingy?
A pack thingy? God damn it, Rose.
Alrighty. So, now what do we do?
Just as planned. We're heading to Glavend Basin.
since it's the place where we first met Heldolf.
Glavend Basin, huh? Here we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go. Alright, Rose. Fucking Rose got me. Well, so we have Zavid now. I'm only slightly crying a little bit. But we have Zavid. He's just gonna be wearing Dezel's hat. This is gonna ruin my entire trip. Because, like, why not, right? So you always know Dezel's around. You know? Fuck, man. Oh, no, no, you can't do that. Nope, nope, not happening. That's not happening. That is not happening at all. Fuck you, Zavid. Fuck you. He's got the white colored hat. Fucking, I hate everything about this game right now. I'm fucking out of here. We're leaving. We're never talking about this again! This is so bullshit! I can't believe you did that, game. You can't do that. I actually got a little mad. God damn it, dude. Fuck that. I'm not angry. I'm just like, fuck. God damn it. Rose got me, man. I was fucking tearing up a little bit right there. Alright, so we need to go to Laven Basin. What'd she say about Mount Tellus? Yeah. So, something about Mount Tellus. Mount Tellus might be, like, connected to Helldorf, because Helldorf was a human. We have confirmation of that, right? That was, like, a thing? I believe. I mean, he has a painting and his name was Helldorf, so I have to assume Helldorf was a human at some point. So, I don't know how Mount Tellus is connected to all this, but I guess we're gonna find out. One other thing also I'm kind of mad about. This kind of, like, makes the whole wind trial, like, completely pointless. Because Zavid is just gonna fill in Dezel's hole, and that's cool and all, but, like, are we just gonna diminish the entire point of the wind trial? You know? I mean, it feels like it was kind of diminished. Because Zavid didn't go through that trial. Dezel went through that trial. My boy Dezel went through that trial. And I'm like, that's weird. I don't know. I mean, he is sort of like more of a mentor, I suppose. Because, you know, Dezel learned his practices from Zavid subconsciously, I suppose. But, I don't know. I feel like the trial meant very little coming from that then. But, spiritual power of the wind.
You said you'd fill in for Dezel, right?
A man never goes back on his word. Well, unless it's with the ladies.
But can you really do it?
Oh ho ho! You doubt me, huh? Come on, you've seen what I can do.
Yeah, but only because you practically forced it on us.
I said I was sorry. Jeez.
We get how strong you are, but what about the spiritual power of wind? You don't have to go back and get it?
Not to worry. The shepherd takes those spiritual powers into his being. So there's nothing to worry about. Especially not with an able and handsome wind seraph like me.
All right then.
I won't let you down.
I'll see to it you don't.
I'm a little surprised. You're quite knowledgeable about spiritual powers and shepherds.
Well, I am a well-experienced grown-ass man after all. You know you can always count on me.
Somehow I'm not so sure that I can.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I guess that kind of answers my question that the spiritual power resides within the shepherd himself. That would actually, like, clear up a lot of my anger issues, I guess, of him joining the party. So, okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense, but I feel like the trial was for the person rather than the shepherd. Or for the seraph. But, you know, fuck it. That seems like a good enough reason, I'll take it. Zavid just wants to fit in, though. Will we let him? Who knows?
I know this is real sudden, but there's something I want to ask y'all so I can fit in a little better. Tell me your weaknesses.
Why would we tell you something like that?
Hey now, that's cold, Mick boy. I'll tell you mine to make it fair. On days when the temperature is low, I get cold.
Yeah, because you don't wear any clothes.
Oh, I see how it is. You want something juicier? Let me tell you something. If a girl starts crying, there's nothing I won't do for her.
Didn't need to know that, thanks.
You guys are tough customers. All right, try this one on for size. I'm strong against earth, but weak against fire.
We knew that.
That's no good either? Well, then here's a juicy tidbit that'll rock your world. As far as I can tell, from the waist up, Lila is...
This isn't even about weaknesses anymore.
Looks like you're fitting in just fine, I'd say.
Oh my god, we have a lot of skits. Alright, a promise between men. Stop being a ridiculous person, Zavid.
Hey Zavid, I want to ask you about something you mentioned.
Oh, Is this your response to my love confession?
Don't try and weasel your way out of this. You said there was something you had to settle with my brother.
That's all there is to it, really. There's just something between us we need to settle.
And that something is?
I told him, please let me marry your little sister, and he punched me.
Don't lie.
Oh, come on, he'd totally do something like that.
Fine, don't tell me then.
No wonder he's worried about her all the time.
So what's this really about?
Did Edna's brother ask a favor from you or something like that?
Who wants to know?
Does it have something to do with the oath?
Nah, it's not that big of a deal. But even so, a promise between men is just as sacred.
Of course. God damn, we have so many skits to watch, and I'm watching all of them. I am. I'm gonna do it. Alright, watched over by the Seraphim.
It all might be too much for mere humans to bear.
I shouldn't have taken them along. Oh, it's so useless to say that now.
They could have stayed home in their rooms if they didn't want to deal with it. They went out of their own accord.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them expect or want anyone to take responsibility for their being dragged into this.
Both of them seem so used to living with the Seraphim. Wonder if they were always like this.
Soraya and I were raised together ever since we were just babies.
There was a time when you were a baby?
That's rude.
My bad, my bad. I'm sure you were a sweet, well-behaved little guy back in your day.
Too bad I'm not like that anymore, huh?
Damn. Oh my god, there are so many skits, dude. Alright, Catalyst Crash Course.
You know, there's something I've been wondering.
Yeah, what?
You're an Earth Seraph, right? So why do you use an umbrella for a weapon? Isn't that more like a water element?
I guess I can tell you. Ready to have your mind blown? I'm using it precisely because I'm an Earth Seraph.
Huh?
You know about the dominant relationships among the elements. Earth, water, fire, and wind, right? Earth is stronger than water. Meaning that especially when using seraphic arts, you can increase your mana output by using the subordinate element as a catalyst.
What?
Just to let you know, Lila has been using wind-imbued paper, and Dezel's pendulum has been using earth and minerals as their catalysts. The staff that you've been using is fundamentally an earth element. You'd have to be a complete idiot for using something like that as a water seraph. Is what I'd like to say, but I'll hold back.
But you did just say it!
Well, if you've been using it as a way to train yourself, or a way to incorporate physical attacks on top of seraphic arts, then you're not doing it completely wrong, at least. The longer you live, the easier it is for you to choose to do what takes the least amount of effort. But if you really aren't satisfied and want to grow stronger, then you're just going to have to do things the hard way if you want to go beyond whatever ability you were born with.
Huh.
Anyways, you've been using your staff without knowing what it's for. Good job, dummy.
Hey, it's not like he's 1,000 years old or whatever like you are. But good job, dummy. Alright, I guess we'll head to Laven Basin. I was gonna like wait on the next skit if there was another one, because I didn't want to watch another skit. Laven Basin cannot go in there. I guess we'll go through the Rollins pathway? So let's go to Volgren Forest.